What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bullets Breakdown. And today I'm going to be talking about the Chargers' key points to victory versus the Raiders on Monday Night Football. But without less further ado, let's get into it. My first point, as you see on the screen, is the offensive line. I mean, how can they hold against Max Crosby and Mac Wilson, or not Mac Wilson, and the Raiders? How can they hold against them? They're going to have to. I mean, Max Crosby on Joel. It's gonna be popcorn. That's gonna be an insane matchup. We've seen it twice already. I really want to see it a third time, especially since Alt has been crazy lately. He was amazing week one. I want to just see how he plays against Max Crosby. It's gonna be electrifying. But this interior in general, they were a big problem last year. They also played good against the Chiefs, but also we just got to focus on giving Herbert time because that's what make look that's what makes us win. Let's be honest. Herbert getting time is the best thing for his team. He has weapons now too. So it can be a very dangerous offense if this interior line blocks. Even without Rashawn Slater, it looked amazing versus the Chiefs. But that's the key point. It's blocking for Herbert, giving him time. And Herbert is also done his legs. He can run. He can do all these things. He can escape the pressure. No, Raiders don't have that good of a secondary anymore. But you gotta block. You gotta block for Justin Herbert. He's your main guy. You don't want him to get hurt. I think we can do it. I think Alt can block Crosby, and that's my first key point to winning this game. My next point is this interior defensive line, or the defensive line in general. We'll include the edge rushers in that. But how can we get the Geno Smith before he releases the ball to his weapons? Um, and also, my main point is what I was talking about. So I have a picture of interior is how can we contain Ashton Genty? Um, Seahawks did a decent job. They allowed a touchdown, but they did contain him to like I think it was like less than 40 yards or something. Um, I feel like we could do the same. We did good against the Chiefs. Pacheco, of course, Pacheco's not Genty, but I feel like we can stop Genty. In general, this defensive line's proved a lot. It's hard, ball slaughter hand. Very good run defender. Um, but yeah, and then these edge rushers, they can also help against the run. Khalil Mack amazing against the run, and you can even add Derwin James in there, put him at edge, as he can play anything. He's a wild card, and he'll stop the run too. Tuli, amazing at it, but also rushing the quarterback. I feel like we're gonna get a lot more pressure we're going against because we got pressure against the Chiefs. We're going against Geno Smith versus Patrick Mahomes now. Patrick Mahomes, he can escape. Geno Smith, I don't think he can that much. And I think we can generate pressure. It's going to be fun to watch. Um, but just that run, I think the Raiders are going to come with a run first offense. They were slinging against the Seahawks, but with Dante Jackson and Tarheeb still, I think we can play good defense. Cam Hart, he needs to step it up, but I also think he can too. They're going to go running the ball. They drafted Jenny at 6 for a reason. They want to run the ball. And I think this defensive line is a main reason of why, if the Chargers beat the Raiders on Monday night, they got to succeed. They got to have points of success. They have to have big plays, big stops, third down, tackles behind the line of scrimmage. And I think they can. I think they can. Um, they can do amazing. And they showed it. They showed it week one. And yeah. My next point is this duo right here, Omari Hampton and Justin Herbert. Omari Hampton, he didn't. I don't think he had a quiet game. He had some big explosive plays against the Chiefs. The Chiefs they've proven again and again that their run defense is on the top tier, especially their pass defense too. But Herbert shredded through it. But especially their run defense, that defense line is scary. It's hard to get through, and Martin Hampton got through it a couple times. He also got stopped behind the line. But that also leads back to the first point of the offensive line. They need a block. They need to give him more chances. He's he's on prime time again, but it's not like it's in Brazil. second game of the season, and I don't think he's gonna be as nervous. He's not gonna have as much rookie mistakes. He's gonna knock it off. He's gonna really. I feel like he's gonna go for a big 30, 40 yard run this game. I just feel it, man. I just feel it. And bookmark it right now. It's gonna happen. And Justin Herbert, he can also be efficient with Amari Hampton in the passing game. Um, Amari Hampton's a very good, not only a runner, but a receiver. He can make plays. That's his main thing. He's breaking tackles, making plays, getting yards. And Justin Herbert, giving the ball in his hands, and he can do it. Also, Justin Herbert in general, just passing. I feel like he's had much more success in the Raiders defense than the Chiefs defense. I mean, look at the Raiders defense. It's not as good. Or, excuse me, the at least I feel like the Raiders defensive line is better, but their secondary not as good as the Chiefs. Um, and I think just Herbert can eat through it. He's gonna be running everywhere. Um, I'm getting reminded of when he got hit out of bounds by Tillery. That was horrible. I was so mad. But Herbert went in the game plan last week, said Justin Herbert sling it. Justin Herbert sling it against the Chiefs. Guess what he did? 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, 50 yards on the ground. I mean, it would be common sense for um, Joe Ortiz to let him do it again. Let him do it again. I mean, he's an elite quarterback. He's proven it so many times. Let him pass the football. If he beat the Chiefs, he can beat the Raiders doing the same exact thing. He's just an elite passer. Let him sling the football, and you're not going to be disappointed. Um, you can definitely go for another 300-yard game tonight, 3 touchdowns. It's just what the offensive line, back to the offensive line again, it's what they allow him to. They can't allow him to get sacked 5, 6, 7 times a game. It just can't happen. They need to hold, and I think they can. Joel at right tackle or left tackle. I mean, maybe he should have went left tackle all along. He's played amazing at left tackle so far, knock on wood. But Justin Herbert and Amari Hampton, this duo is one to watch out for. And speaking of duos, for my next one is Keenan Allen and Lad McConkey. These guys can eat during this game. They can eat in the slot. And they did last week, and I feel like they can this week. Um, Especially this week. Herbert's gonna be facing pressure. As I just said, back to offensive line, he's gonna be facing pressure. He's gonna have these people on his face. They're gonna be blitzing a lot. He needs a quick target, and who's better at getting open faster than Keenan Allen and Lad McConkey? Hit them together, they're amazing. Third and Keenan, Lad's reliable on third down too. Just throw them the ball, hit him on a slant, hit him on a cut route. Um, just amazing. That one play where the Keenan touchdown, where they had both Lad and Keenan in the slot, was just beautiful. Um, it just I need to see more of it, more of it, more of it, more of it. It's going to be fun to watch, and I really hope Lad and Keenan will cook this game. I think they will. Um, as you go to the Raiders depth chart, they don't have that much depth at corner, how much depth at safety. They can eat, and I feel like they can go for a big game, especially Lad, as he's proven he's got big games against the Raiders already. Um, I feel like he can do it again. Keenan, he can do it again. And if we go out slinging like George, um, he said Justin Herbert in week one, go sling the ball. He tells him to go sling the ball again. I mean, you beat the Chiefs, do it again right here. This is going to be another big game for Keenan Allen and Lad McConkey. They're going to get more yards, more and more. And this receiver duo is going to be amazing. And on top of that, you have Quentin Johnson, who had actually had a better game than both of these guys, had 2 touchdowns and like 70 yards. But on top of that, you add Quentin Johnson, Ricky Trey Harris, and Keandre Lambert Smith. That's just it's gonna be dead. And then you have a running game. You have a running game with Najee and Amarian. You're you're just so many things for the opposing defense to watch out for that it's hard for defenses. They got pick and choose. These are the things we're focusing on. With Herbert, he can focus on a lot of things. He can throw the football. He can these two. He can throw it to Quinn. He can throw it to anyone. He can run the football himself. He can hand it off. I mean, it's going to be fun to watch. One thing that I want to say, um, I can't go back, but back to that Justin Herbert and Martin Hampton drive. I want to see more read options. That's what I want to see. I want to see a read option and just Herbert keep it and take it like 20, 30 yards. That's going to be fun to watch. Hey, Herbert, you need to slide, man. Let's be honest. You need to slide. I get it, you're breaking tackles, but it makes me nervous, bro. But anyways, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Please consider subscribing. I'll see you guys later.